Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Dan Streech here from Nordhavn. This video is being made on Friday afternoon, May 8th. I'm sitting actually at my desk in the Data Point headquarters office. I've been getting, over the last 6 weeks, we've been shut down here, front door locked by orders of our governor of California. And I've been getting a lot of emails and texts and calls from people, friends in Nordhavn, people from around the world wondering how we're doing, what's going on here, how's Nordhavn dealing with all of this, with the COVID crisis. And finally we decided, let's just go ahead and make a video and put it on the website describing what's going on here, how we're doing, how we're dealing with the different challenges of the crisis. So here we are. Fortunately for us, we're a close-knit group. Everyone's trusted employees and colleagues, and a lot of people travel anyway. The salespeople do, the project managers do. We have a real powerful central server system that everybody can log into. So we've been able to work remotely quite effectively. The important part of the story, and it would be just a mess if it was any other way, is that our 3 factories are up and running normally. And so production continues at each factory. Each one has a little bit of a different story. Our Taiwan factory Taiwan is one of the countries that was recognized as doing a really good job in controlling the virus. And so they've made some shutdown procedures in their society, but our factory is up and running. They're very, very careful about taking temperatures and masks and so forth, but they're just churning away there. We currently have seven boats under construction there, $28 million contract value on that. So vibrant, busy, on schedule, and looking good in Taiwan. Our Xiamen, China factory, happily, even though China was said to be ground zero of the origin of the virus, in Xiamen, at our factory, we didn't have any cases of the virus. So the Xiamen factory also is up and normal and running. And with both Taiwan and the Xiamen, China factory, shipping is normal. So we've had several ships depart, several boats ship out without any restriction or quarantine or any problem. Our Turkey factory, another happy story. That's a newer relationship, as most of you follow Nordhavn, and that's where we're building our 41-foot, our new model of 41, and we're just absolutely giddy with excitement for that boat. It's the first one is on the home stretch now being finished. We have five of those boats, 5 41s on the production line there, and actually 8 orders, 8 contracts, and we're just getting ready to start the group of the next 5 there. And we're so happy with that project and that factory that we have a new design, a 51-footer, which is just Jeff's been working on that, Jeff and Jim, in the background over the recent months, and so that's been introduced there, and there's quotations and plans being made for that. The value of those boats under construction there is just about $5 million. And then backing up, because I wanted to give you values and what's under construction, we have 13 boats under construction at the China factory, and 3 of those are 96s, so the numbers jump up there pretty good. There's $62 million there of those contract values. So the front door is locked, but the Nordhavn PA heart is beating strong, and we're doing just fine. We've had to learn some new tricks along the way here, and some of them are actually pretty nifty. We've been making use of, as many people are. I know Zoom has been have been sort of discovered here in recent months, and we're using some Zoom, although our IT guy gets all freaked out on it. He doesn't like Zoom, but we still use it a little bit. But GoToMeeting, Skype, FaceTime, depending on the circumstance. But we, to conduct a sales meeting, it's a nice, nice GoToMeeting event. We are not traveling as a company now. We're not traveling, so we're not able to visit the factories. And typically, our project managers and the boat buyers themselves like to visit the factory, to inspect the boats, to go over things, view things, and we've had to work around that. Now, we do have David Jin over there, who's based in Taiwan. He can travel back and forth to China and do inspections for us, and he is. We have a beautiful 96. It's just on the finish line there now, which he's inspecting. But we're doing a lot of that also by video. Sometimes we'll see a 2 or 3 hour video, FaceTime or Skype session where we just walk through the boat. There'll 2 or 3 people on the factory side. We can have the project manager, we can have the customer, and just keep pointing at things and reviewing it. And it's not perfect, but it's better than you might imagine. And so it'll definitely be a bridge to get to the other side of all this. So that we're doing a lot of that pretty effectively. Additionally, the Shaman factory, the owner of that factory, our partner over there, is actually a Taiwanese guy, and he is in the process of building a new factory in Taiwan. And we've got a new model that Jeff has designed that will be the beginning project. The point I want to make is that while there's a lot of dismal news around and a lot of businesses closed and suffering, and our hearts go out to them, and we're so sorry for that, and so sorry for our country and for other countries around the world. Here we are alive, vibrant, working, in some ways, I don't know, the engineers and so forth, maybe even more productive, because Jeff's had a lot of quiet time to peck away at his computer, and Mike Talaria and Phil Arnold, and so there's a lot of creativity and productivity going on here. There's a new program that's being introduced here. It's called the Virtual Open House, and it was just introduced to most of us actually just yesterday in a big GoToMeeting meeting with all the salespeople. And our Jennifer Stern, who most of you know, a marketing director, and then Doug Harlow, who's behind the camera here, and Amy Zara, and our IT guy Aaron Carlo, have put together a program called Virtual Open House, and it'll show up on our website next week, and it has many features in it. We're kind of feeling our way along and how we're going to do it, but there'll be scheduled live events where we walk through a boat, where a salesman may talk. It'll be based on GoToMeeting, and so we can the one that I'm excited about and that I'm going to participate in is that we oftentimes, when a customer comes in to Dana Point or Florida or any of the offices, we really enjoy sitting down with them and pulling up on the screen just the wealth of information that we have here. If they're looking at a 68 or a 60 or a whatever, we've got terabytes of drawings and photos and information, and the project managers are so clever and so well versed in their particular model that we can answer questions, illustrate what we can do. Sometimes we'll do a drawing right on the screen for someone. So with what we're planning as one of the elements of this virtual open house is that we will schedule an event. It'll be shown you can see it on our website, and we'll pick a model, let's say the 41 or the 68 or whatever, and for a period of time, probably as long as people have attention span, I don't know, 30 minutes or an hour or whatever, we will present that boat, and so the viewers can see on their screen what we put up on our screen, which could be drawings or photos, specifications, and then we will receive questions, live questions, during the presentation, someone might say, well, hey, what does a wide body look like on that model? Or have you ever done a whatever barbecue? The project managers know this stuff. They know it by heart, and they can pull up a photo or maybe say, no, we can't do that. Yes, we can do that, but it'll be an interactive event discussing one particular model in depth. And so we're very excited about that, and other things that'll no doubt we'll discover along the way as we, as these things always happen. You kind of figure it out as you go. But I'm really excited about that, and so there's very few, but a few good things that have come out of this crazy, horrible time that we've all been in, and that's one of them. Another subject I wanted to talk about is what's going on with the Nordhavn market values. We get during stressful times like this, it seems like people show up who think that they're going to I don't know, steal a Nordhavn at half price or find some desperate situation, and it doesn't actually happen that way in the Nordhavn world. Happily, and we got a test drive on that during the 2008, 9, 10 recession, where the Nordhavn values held up through that whole time on the brokerage market, and where they came down. They came down a little bit, but they never even came close to collapsing like we did see with other brands. And so fast forward 10 years, another several hundred boats have been built. The brand is stronger than ever. So we are seeing right now, and actually I think we're on the road to recovery here. Just the market. During a couple of the darkest days when the market dropped below 19,000 and the death toll was predicted to be so high, it was, a little sketchy there. But we're seeing the market stabilize. We're seeing, we think we can see the end of this, and the Nordhavn values have cruised right through this. And if you're a Nordhavn owner or plan to be, your asset, that boat, is a recognized asset with a stable value, around the world. So we're happy to see that happen again. And to those out there looking to steal one, it's not going to happen. So in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that we're fine here. We're building boats, we're selling boats, we're servicing boats, we're excited. We've got a lot of energy here. We've got 3 new designs that we're excited about. So stick with us, we'll stick with you, and we look forward to happier days when all this is behind us. I know that it will be. Thank you.